Khalsa Tayyabia Girls High School, and welcome to Standard 11. Myself Malek Ashia Parveen, and I will be taking your English and Gujarati. So we shall begin our English session with our reader Hornbill, and the very first poem of our reader Hornbill, a photograph by Shirley Chalson. Now children, before we initiate the poem, let us have a brief introduction about our poet Shirley Chalson. She was born on 20th of May 1924 in England. She is a prolific writer, editor, and she has a greater influence over her religion, Christianity. She has the influence of Celtic Christianity on her. Shirley Chalson has been writing books on the social history of the countryside since 1974. She is also a leading authority on ancient tracks and drove roads, and is the author of The Drover Roads of Wales and The Drovers Roads of South Wales. Now, before we initiate our poem, a photograph, let's discuss about what exactly do we mean by the term a photograph. Now, when we think about the term photograph is a sort of a thing that captures a moment in the time and also the emotions felt at the time when it was being taken. Obviously, it carries sweet memories also. If, for example, if you have taken your photograph, if your photograph has been taken in the very childhood, and later on when you become an adult or you grow older, at that time obviously you recall your childhood memories, and those beautiful memories, obviously they happen to be the very important part of our life. So whenever a person looks at the photos, it brings those memories back to life. Now, the following poem, it is divided into 3 stanzas, and all these 3 stanzas, they describe 3 stages of the life. The very first stage describes the poet's mother standing at the beach enjoying her holidays with her 2 cousins. And at the time when this photograph was being taken, she was merely 12 years old. She's standing in the middle, and she happens to be the tallest and the oldest of all the 3. The second stanza takes us 20 or 30 years later, when the mother, she would laugh at the way she and her cousin Betty and Dolly, they were being dressed up for the beach holidays. Those memories, they happen to be very important part of her life, and she enjoyed those memories very much. That created the moment of laughter for her. So she is remembering her childhood memories with nostalgia over here. And at that particular time, the mother of the child, the mother of the poet, she was a child. And the third stanza deals with poet's adulthood when her mother is no more. The poet remembers her mother with a very heavy heart, and it is full of sadness. The photograph revives a nostalgic feeling, how she is not able to forget the memories of her mother, and describes the sadness of the poet very vividly. Now we shall learn the poem, reading the poem line wise and understand the meaning. The cardboard shows me how it was when the 2 girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands, and she, the big girl, some 12 years or so. Here paddling means what? Walking with barefoot in the shallow water. That means the way we used to walk on the beach barefooted. That particular activity, it is being described here. Now when the poem opens, it is being described that the poet, she is sitting over there with holding a cardboard that is having the image of three girls over there. So who are these three girls? One is her mother and two other girls, they are the cousins of her mother. And they are holding each other's hands, whereupon the mother of the writer, she is standing in the middle, and she is some 12 years older to both of them. Means she is the youngest and she is the oldest and the tallest of all the three. All three stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera, a sweet face, my mother's, that was before I was born. And the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. So when the poem opens, we are being introduced, okay, the photograph is being shown and the image of three girls, the mother's poet and her two cousins, they are standing still over there with a smile at the camera. And that camera, it is being their uncle, he is clicking their photographs at a sea beach. And as the weather over there, it was windy. At that time the air it must be blowing over there. So their hair, they are flying over their smiling faces. So the expression that is being seen on the face of the poet's mother and her cousin, it was the expression of happiness and enjoyment. That means what? They were enjoying that moment very much. And the mother, she was looking very, very pretty at that time when the photograph was being taken, because she was too young at that time. And it is the time long ago before the poet, she was being born. She was merely 12 years old. The mother of the poet, she was merely 12 years old, and she was she was looking very, very pretty at that time. So this particular, the word transient over here means what? Something that is having a duration of very short time. That means that is going to last only for a short period of time. So the feet of the mother, they are being termed to as transient over here. Means what? They were temporary. She was very young, but that particular moment, that particular thing, it was temporary in her life. Now when we compare that particular moment to today's life, that means the present life, when the poet, she is writing this poem, so everything has changed. The tender feet and the beauty of the mother, it has changed. Now at this particular moment, the very present time, she must have grown very much older. So the beach and the sea, they are as it is. The nature, it does not change for anyone. But we human beings, we are adapted to change. Our life, it is changing, and it is going to be like that only. We do not hold a permanent place over here in this world. We are being born over here as a child. Later on, we transform ourselves into adulthood, and then the old age, and one day we wither away. But the nature, obviously the sea, it was the same when her mother, she was child. It is going to be the same when her mother, she is going to enter into the adulthood. And now also when her mother, she is old, at that particular moment also, the sea, it is the same. It hasn't changed. Now proceeding with the next stanza. Some 20-30 years later, she would laugh at the snapshot. Snapshot means what? Photograph. See Betty and Dolly, she would say, and look how they dressed us for the beach. The sea holiday was her past, mine is her laughter, both free, with the labored ease of loss. Free here means what? Disappointed. So her mother, in the second stanza, it is being discussed that her mother, after 20-30 years, she is again recalling those memories. When she is seeing the photograph, she is laughing and she is feeling nostalgic. And nostalgic about the happy memories of her past. So she is looking through the photograph and she is commenting on the way they were being dressed. She, her cousin Dolly, and the Betty, and the other cousin Betty. Sea holiday was her mother's past, and her mother's laughter has become a thing of past for the poet because her mother is now no more, she is dead. The poet still remembers how her mother would laugh at the photograph, remembering the sea holiday and the fondness as a sense of loss because that time will never come back again to them. So because the memory of her mother, it has become a memory for her because her mother is no more right now. And the sea holidays, it has become memory for her mother. So it is a loss on both the parts. On the part of the mother, that she has lost that particular moment, those particular moment when she was on a sea holiday with her cousins, and loss on the part of the poet because she has lost her mother, because her mother is no more. So the word labored and ease, they are opposite to each other, but they describe the loss and the entity that both of them they are feeling at this particular moment. They are really very disappointed. Both of them they are disappointed on their losses. Coming to the last stanza of the poem. Now she's been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived, and of this circumstance there is nothing to say at all. Its silence silences. So the poet here recalls that it is nearly 12 years since her mother is dead. That the time when the photograph was being taken, her mother was 12 years old, and at the time when she is dead, at that time also, it has been 12 years since her mother was dead. The poet is consumed with a sort of a grief, but she is not having any words to express the loss and the pain that she is having in her heart. She is totally absorbed in the memories of her dead mother. The painful silence of this situation leaves the poet very much speechless. The poet, she can feel the grief that she is unable to express through the words. The silence caused by that death makes the atmosphere very gloomy. So we have no idea about the loss that is being faced by the poetess. She does not have any words to utter and to say what sort of loss she is bearing as her mother is no more. So I hope, children, you have understood the summary of the poem. We shall again meet in the next session with the rhetorical figures used in the poem. Till then,